Hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want to rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank again?
100%. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
I'd love for it to be in DC.
Hold on to your seats, boxing fans. The excitement is real. Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach Jr. are on the verge of an explosive rematch following their controversial draw on March 1st. Rumors are swirling that both camps are eager to settle the score, with Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, hinting that the fight is nearly finalized, saying, "In my mind, it's a done deal." Meanwhile, Davis appears more focused than ever, potentially putting retirement talks on hold. If this fight happens, expect an electrifying showdown that no boxing fan will want to miss.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
The first showdown between Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025, sent shockwaves through the boxing world, sparking controversy and fueling demand for a rematch. Held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, the fight ended in a majority draw, with the judges scoring at 115 to 113 for Davis and 114 to 114 on the other two cards. A key moment came in the ninth round when Davis took a knee, an incident many believed should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor. However, referee Steve Willis chose not to count it, igniting heated debates among fans and analysts.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a ninth round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed boxing history.
For me, Tank Davis fighting a minus 1600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8. That round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Critics argue that Davis intentionally took a knee in the ninth round against Roach as a strategic move to disrupt his opponent's rhythm and regain control of the fight. By voluntarily going down, Davis may have been looking to buy himself a few extra seconds to recover rather than risk being overwhelmed by Roach's relentless assault. Many fans and analysts see this as a veteran tactic, an experienced maneuver designed to break Roach's momentum at a crucial moment in the fight.
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murrays, Sport Waves, the Soul Glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
Boxing fan Leonardus Maximus Ford didn't hold back when addressing the controversy surrounding Gervonta Davis's fight against Lamont Roach Jr. He highlighted that Davis took a clean jab, with most of the impact landing on his left eye, the same eye his corner had attended between rounds. Many believe this moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, further fueling post-fight debates. Maximus took to Twitter, stating, "This isn't a good look for Gervonta Davis. He took a clean jab, with the brunt of the impact landing on his left eye, the same one his corner had to tend to. This should have been ruled a clear knockdown for Lamont Roach."
It wasn't a braid. It wasn't oil in his eye. Tank got peppered. Jab, jab, cross. Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th and the 10-8 wasn't called. Even Wild, Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref.
Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened?
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but like I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Yeah. Simple.
You asked him, right? Why you stopped?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep counting. Here it is.
Nobody knows what's going on.
ESPN analysts didn't hold back in their critique of Gervonta Davis's performance and the controversy surrounding the 9th round incident. They questioned the legitimacy of Davis's explanation and raised concerns about his focus and preparedness. Smith remarked, "In boxing, distractions can be costly. Champions must ensure they're fully prepared both mentally and physically." Kellerman added, "The incident raises questions about Davis's training regimen and attention to detail."
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Rock Solid, the beast of rap. Big baby! Yo, man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one, all right? Don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight and then watch after, bro. Talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in on the Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach fight. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith said.
I was stunned.
Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, "I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong. Roach is special.
Davis explained that the incident was caused by a hair treatment he had undergone 2 days before the fight. He stated that the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat during the match, resulting in a burning sensation in his eyes. Addressing the crowd's reaction in his post-fight interview, Davis expressed frustration over the boos, emphasizing that his actions were a genuine response to the unexpected irritation, not an attempt to manipulate the fight's dynamics.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
In the aftermath, Roach's team filed an appeal with the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, to overturn the draw, citing the referee's oversight. However, despite acknowledging the mistake, the NYSAC upheld the original decision, leaving Roach frustrated but even more determined to secure a decisive victory in a rematch.
It ain't no timeouts in boxing. Why do you take it? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115, 114 my way.
Okay, it's round 10, right? You see that you down on the scorecard.
For Roach, the rematch is a chance to solidify his place in the boxing world. Following the first fight, he voiced his belief that his performance against a formidable opponent like Davis warranted a spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. His confidence has been on full display across social media, where he has engaged with both critics and supporters, going as far as proposing substantial bets on the rematch's outcome.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long will you take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Roach entered the ring as the underdog, but left proving every doubter wrong. From the opening bell, he displayed skill, resilience, and sheer determination against the heavily favored Gervonta Davis. He landed sharp combinations, controlled the pace at key moments, and even had Davis in trouble. Many believed he had done enough to win, and the majority draw only intensified the debate. Roach didn't just compete. He put on a show, silencing critics and cementing his place among boxing's elite while demanding the respect and rematch he rightfully deserves.
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show. Get your hand out of my pocket! He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's, Sport Waves, the Soul Glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eyed and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith voiced concerns over Roach's size disadvantage against Davis, stating, "I think Roach is too small. That's my issue. I'm not questioning his skill set or anything like that." This sentiment was echoed by other boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who remarked, "I don't think Roach has the firepower to hold off Tank. He's got great skills, but you really have no chance."
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
For Davis, the rematch represents an opportunity to reaffirm his dominance in the lightweight division. Known for his knockout power and previously perfect record, the draw against Roach was a rare blemish that he is clearly eager to erase. Reports suggest that Davis is approaching the rematch with heightened intensity, possibly putting aside earlier retirement talks to fully focus on this crucial fight.
I feel like Tank overall, like the bigger picture, he just wasn't focused for real. He, doing a lot of arguing in the ring and just a lot of stuff that wasn't like, he wasn't just focused. He wasn't all the way locked in the ring. You heard him say something like, it's a lot of things going on outside the ring that he was leading up to the fight, and shit, that's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's normal. Shit, I was going through the same thing with his last fight, you know, so I just feel like he just wasn't focused.
Coach Barry Hunter admitted that Gervonta Davis abandoned his jab at times during the fight, which allowed Lamont Roach to stay competitive. The jab is a crucial tool for controlling distance and setting up power shots, and by not using it consistently, Davis made the fight closer than it should have been. Additionally, in the later rounds, Davis appeared confused about how many rounds were remaining, further adding to the uncertainty in his performance.
Outcome of the fight, and if you thought that them knowing each other and growing up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought maybe, I believe, 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds. And it just went down, he just, like you said, we looked at 3 rounds. Brian was calling out, yo, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2.
Boxing analyst Timothy Bradley recently shared his thoughts on Gervonta Davis's demeanor ahead of his rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., highlighting that Davis's confidence, regardless of how others perceive him, signals a dangerous mindset for his opponent. Reacting to Davis's relaxed attitude, Bradley suggested that Davis has reached a point where outside opinions no longer affect him, which could lead to an even more dominant performance in the ring. Bradley tweeted, "Whether he looks zesty or not, he knows who he is. There's a superpower to that, and he's going to take that out on Lamont Roach. I feel sorry for Roach." Bradley implied that Davis's self-assurance could fuel an even more aggressive and focused performance, making him a bigger threat in the rematch.
Right? The first one we saw was he stood alone. He stood alone on the platform. He did the whole conference by himself, right? Press tour by himself, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet, for real. But this one right here, having that picture leak, him looking real zesty, and not giving a fuck. Whoo, trying to tell y'all, my man is on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that song? We on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Yes, my dude is on a new level, man, because he know who he is. There's a power in knowing who you is. Most people don't know who the hell they are. right? They don't know who the hell they are. They think they know, but they really don't know who they are. It takes you a while to figure out. We're constantly evolving as a human, right? Constantly evolving, right? But now you know. Tank know now. So that's why he don't give a damn. Having that power, that superpower of not giving a damn. And see, that's the reason why I can come to you guys, come to YouTube. I can, sit in front of you. I can hear the boos. I can hear the, you didn't beat Pacquiao. I can hear the big head, the milk dud, the coon, the, all the names that everybody always call me. That's why I can sit here and just still be myself and do what I do, because I just don't give a about what anybody thinks. And Tank has gotten that superpower too now, baby. He just don't give a. Tank gonna be Tank. Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do. That's just it. Whether he looking zesty or not, he know who he is. There's a superpower to that. And guess who he gonna take that out on? He gonna take that out on Lamont Roach, man. I feel sorry for Roach. Roach is a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He is. But man, I'm telling you, this Tank right here is different. It's a different dude. Alright? Did y'all see the weight too? Did y'all see the weight? The dude can fight tomorrow. The dude can fight today. The dude can fight whenever. It's a few weeks away, a few months away from the fight. Woo. I'm telling y'all, locked in.
Lamont Roach Sr. is firmly convinced that his son, Lamont Roach Jr., deserved to win the fight against Gervonta Davis. He believes his son outperformed Davis and should have been awarded the victory by the judges. When he says, "We should have had our hand raised," he's expressing his strong belief that the decision was unjust and that the fight was, in his view, taken away from his son. Roach Sr. emphasizes that the bout between his son and Davis was not just about power and aggression, but a highly tactical contest. He describes it as a high IQ boxing match, where both fighters showcased advanced skills in reading each other's movements, setting traps, and avoiding mistakes, rather than simply trading punches recklessly.
We should have got a decision, but this boxing, we didn't. It was a great fight, like I expected. But I knew my son was game. Training academy was so focused and locked in. I knew that we was gonna put on a great performance, and it was kind of like stolen away from him a little bit with the decision. But the world got to see how good he is, so that's the plus to come out of this. So he really stamped himself in the boxing world.
In the early rounds, both boxers were cautious, taking time to study each other's strategies rather than immediately engaging in heavy exchanges. Roach Sr. points out that subtle maneuvers and technical adjustments were taking place, which only experienced boxing analysts or fighters might fully appreciate. This phase of the fight was more about outsmarting the opponent than overpowering them with brute force.
Self in the boxing world, more so with this performance. So like I say, that's why it's bittersweet.
Is it a difficult one to take because of the controversy certainly surrounding the Tank taking the knee moment, and then, like I say, not getting it on the scorecards?
Yeah, I thought we won without it, to be honest with you. I thought we didn't need that. We shouldn't have needed that either to get to the decision. I can't see him winning 7 rounds that fight.
Do you think Gervonta Davis will dominate in the rematch? Or will Lamont Roach prove the doubters wrong once again? Was a controversial knee a tactical move or a genuine issue? Drop your thoughts in the comments.